Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali has raised serious concerns about the potential removal of one of the two Italian Grand Prix races from the F1 calendar. With growing international interest, particularly from countries like Thailand and South Africa, the future of both Imola and Monza hosting races is now uncertain. Numerous reports and direct comments from Domenicali, who hails from Imola, highlight his apprehension about the sport's rapid global expansion. He fears that the increasing push to bring new venues into the championship lineup could come at the cost of historic tracks in Italy. Formula One is in active discussions to introduce races in new territories, including Rwanda and Thailand. Domenicali has spoken highly of the enthusiasm from these nations, yet he didn't shy away from addressing the harsh truth. The addition of new races could force Italy to relinquish one of its two spots on the calendar. This is especially disheartening for Imola, which played a crucial role during the COVID-affected 2020 season by stepping up to host extra races when the sport was scrambling for venues. That effort, Domenicali fears, may ultimately be forgotten as financial and commercial interests drive F1's current expansion. Italy has always been, and will always remain, a cornerstone of Formula One, Domenicali stated. But it's becoming increasingly challenging to justify two races in one country when so many others are eager to join the calendar. He acknowledged the passion of the Italian fan base, especially the electric atmosphere when a Ferrari wins at Monza or Imola. While countries like Austria and the Netherlands have also shown immense support, particularly during Max Verstappen's reign, Italy's love for the sport runs deeper, almost like a religion. Still, hosting two Grand Prix doesn't come without significant costs, both in terms of logistics and the national budget. This is a dilemma Spain is also facing as it considers how to manage races in both Barcelona and Madrid. The strain of funding two events may lead to Barcelona being rotated or even dropped, much like the Dutch GP, which, despite its rise in popularity through Verstappen, has chosen to step away from the calendar indefinitely. As Formula One evolves, we're witnessing a shift toward a more commercially driven, globally inclusive sport. Whether that means sacrificing heritage circuits like Imola or Monza remains to be seen, but the winds of change are clearly blowing. Did you know that 99% of you watching right now aren't subscribed? If you enjoy my content and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It takes just a second, but it means the world to me and helps keep this channel going. Join the family and let's grow together. Now back to the story. At the moment, the idea of Imola being dropped from the Formula One calendar feels almost impossible to accept. The circuit has delivered countless legendary races and unforgettable moments over the years. But as the sport shifts towards street circuits and explores new locations, like Thailand and Rwanda, the threat to traditional tracks is growing. These new venues aren't just being backed by investors and organizers, they're supported by drivers too. Alex Albon has shown enthusiasm for Thailand, and Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, has been vocal about the need for F1 to return to Africa, a continent that's been absent from the calendar for far too long. Still, with the current schedule already stretched to 24 races, adding new ones means something else has to give. And that could very well be one of Italy's beloved races. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali, who hails from the Imola region, is fully aware of what Imola means to the sport and to fans. He's spoken with visible difficulty about the situation, acknowledging the emotional weight of potentially losing a race so close to home. On a human level, this isn't easy, he said, but in my position, I have to consider global interests. I'm constantly approached by emerging countries offering new opportunities for the sport to grow. He also praised Imola's contribution during the 2020 season when the pandemic left the sport scrambling for venues. Imola answered the call without hesitation, showing incredible energy and professionalism when we needed it most. However, the rapid transformation of Formula One is raising concerns from some of the sport's biggest names. Fernando Alonso has hinted that the current direction could push him toward early retirement, while Max Verstappen has criticized the overuse of street circuits, arguing that modern F1 cars simply aren't built for them. As F1 continues to grow globally, the tension between preserving its heritage and embracing new markets is becoming more apparent than ever. Right now, imagining a Formula One calendar without Imola feels almost surreal. It's a track steeped in history, with a legacy of unforgettable races and iconic moments. Yet, as the sport shifts towards street circuits and expands into new markets, the pressure to make room for emerging venues is growing. Interest from countries like Rwanda and Thailand is soaring. And it's not just commercial, it's got the backing of F1 drivers as well. Alex Albon supports the idea of a Thai Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton has been one of the strongest voices advocating for a return to Africa. He's made it clear, Formula One cannot continue to ignore the African continent, which hasn't hosted a race since 1993. But with 24 races already packed into the calendar, any new addition inevitably means losing, or at least rotating, an existing one. And that's where things get complicated. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali, who has personal ties to Imola, understands how much the track means, not just to Italy, but to the sport as a whole. Speaking candidly, he admitted how tough it is to consider these changes, especially with Imola being part of his home region. Emotionally, it's difficult, he said, but in my role, I have to look at the global picture. We're seeing a lot of interest from countries eager to host a race. Rwanda, for instance, has made incredible progress. And thanks to President Kagame's vision, we're getting closer to making an African Grand Prix a reality. Not just a race, but a full-scale event. Domenicali praised Imola for stepping up during the pandemic, when F1 desperately needed venues. The circuit responded with passion and professionalism, proving its value in a moment of crisis. There are a lot of exciting talks happening, he said. Their plans are impressive. We're working closely to ensure all the infrastructure is in place. It's not just about holding a race, it's about building something that reflects the future of Formula One still. This global growth has brought concerns. George Russell recently highlighted the toll the current schedule takes on team personnel, especially during grueling triple headers like the one at the end of the season. Brazil, Las Vegas, and Abu Dhabi, 3 races in 3 drastically different climates and time zones back-to-back. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and once you do, make sure to check out the video popping up on your screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe my channel.